Hey, and welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Marco Checchetto, colored by Matthew Wilson, lettering by Cory Petit. Alright, so where to even begin with this? So I'm going to go with a little background on that. I remember when the original Ultimate Spider-Man came out, and while it was good, it was like a fresh start, to me, it never really felt like enough of a break from the 616 Spider-Man. Just like a different world, different setting. Like, overall, the comic just felt very similar. Obviously that changed over time, but to start off, it was not one that really stood out enough for me that, like, justified its existence beyond giving a fresh start for people to start reading. Alright, fast forward. Ultimate Universe is destroyed. Not really. It's always been around, though people for some reason thought it was destroyed, but it was always in existence. Flash forward years ahead of that, so a character called the Maker, who was part of the original Ultimate Universe, has decided to head back to this new Ultimate Universe and shape it in his image. How is he going to do that? He is going to deny, or he does deny, all the heroes of that time, the events that create and make them heroes. So Peter Parker is never bitten by the radioactive spider. Fantastic Four never goes off into space. Hulk really never gets angry, becomes a pacifist, weirdly. Thor winds up in jail. I don't remember if it says exactly how he winds up in jail, but he's in jail. That's kind of the gist of it. Basically, all the major events to create heroes. Captain America's never found. That's another example of it. So all the events to create the heroes in this Ultimate Universe never happen, which allows the Maker to shape this world in the way he wants to shape it. And how he does that, he winds up basically creating fiefdoms for a whole bunch of characters who are familiar. So you've got Hulk and his crew. There's a bunch of characters from Japan that are familiar, from Russia, from, like, Europe, all that. Like, a lot of familiar characters basically carve up the world into their own little areas of control. Howard Stark gets wind of this eventually, and of course he's kind of got control over North America, and winds up deciding, like, this is shit, and takes on the Maker, leaving a whole bunch of questions out there. Howard's son decides to team up with this ultimate version of Doctor Doom, and takes on the mantle of Iron Lad, and in Ultimate Universe, this is all spoilers, folks, so trying to catch you up on this one. Ultimate Universe, they wind up kind of confronting the situation and trying to make right. And the way they're going to do that is attempt to create the heroes that are missing. At the end of that comic, which was an interesting one-shot and I think was actually really solid, those who control the world have decided to get rid of Tony Stark by firing a Stark laser into Manhattan, apparently vaporizing Tony and his little crew of heroes, and of course making them look like terrorists. There we go. It was a hell of an ending, very Watchmen-ish in some ways, but really unexpected. And what I thought was really good is all this has really set apart this Ultimate Universe from what has come before. There is a continuation of the stories that have been coming, which is kind of cool. It does create a fresh start, also really smart, but it just breaks off from familiar. Flash forward, we're in Ultimate Spider-Man. Peter Parker is married. He has 2 kids, married to MJ. He is living as a reporter. Things at the Daily Bugle is a little bit different. We're going to leave those small details to find out, and I think it's really cool to find out Peter's life. And he's in his, I think they said, mid-30s, like 35, 37, something like that. And it feels like something is missing in his life. He's not quite sure what, but something is missing in his life. Of course something's missing. He's supposed to be Spider-Man. Well, whole bunch of events go down, conversation happens with MJ, and we find out the truth as to what Peter knows about his missing life and his denied fate. We'll go with that. Enter the new Ultimate Spider-Man. It is a hell of a start. I think it is original, it is different, and the thing that I think is, and I kind of just stated a little bit ago, the thing I think that's really good about this is that it's is a fresh start that anyone can hop in and enjoy. It is different enough from the 616, especially in Origin, and it also continues the story that's been going on for years. So in other words, the original Ultimate Universe happened. It got destroyed. It got recreated. The Maker came in and changed things. All of these things happen, but at the same time, you can hop in and enjoy Ultimate Spider-Man from the start without knowing any of this stuff. It is written that well. It is a hell of an emotional ride. The characters and who is alive and who's not, and what kind of is set up is really intriguing, really fascinating. This is about as good as it can be. The other is with Jonathan Hickman. I think he's generally really, really good with ideas. I think sometimes he kind of gets a little caught up in his writing, and it's hit and miss for me. And the storylines can be hit and miss as well. But here he hits. It is all hit. It's all good. There is little that stands out that I would knock at all. The art is also absolutely fantastic. Like, this is as good can be. Solid stuff, really cool. I would say the only knock at the end is how it ends is very opening of Batman the Animated Series. It's kind of a famous shot, been used so many times. We're gonna end it there. We're gonna end it with Parker being yelled for, but that's it, and we're gonna leave it at that, because where it goes from there is actually kind of one of the cool surprises. This is fantastic. Like, the ultimate invasion, I think, was the storyline of the miniseries. To me, that left me a little wanting. I didn't think it was all that great. I thought Ultimate Universe one shot was really, really good and got things on track. This is absolutely fantastic, top notch. Even if I haven't read those other stuff and I started reading this, I would be sucked into the Ultimate Universe. Great issue, great direction, great start. Highly recommend it. It is getting tons of praise, and I think all well deserved. Don't miss out on this. This is, I mean, people are talking about, like, hey, comics needs a hit. Here you go. This is fantastic, and I think non-comic readers would love it as well. So check it out in shops. Go get it. Great art, great story, top notch. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, just watching our videos, you support us. So as always, thank you for that. If you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep a geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.